Hello everyone, it's Yuki here and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play Survival series. We are back here at the village because today's plans are going to be building a wheat farm. And I decided that the best way to do this, rather than just making it underground, is to make a building somewhere around here that's going to be using bees. So I'm definitely going to have to try to get some bees first and then also gather the resources. The idea is that I want to build some kind of greenhouse, let's call it. So it's going to be wood, which is going to be probably spruce. And then the glass, it's maybe going to be the gray glass. I think I can use like oxide daisies to get gray. Yeah, light gray dye, there we go. So I did know my dyes there. So I'm gonna try to farm a few of these by bone milling the grass around here, since I know that these grow. And then I'm gonna have to trade a good bit of glass with our librarian. I only have one, so that's gonna be a lot of trades, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. And then I'm gonna have to also breed 2 villagers. I think 2 should be enough. Hopefully. I'm gonna have to get a lot of seeds to get their inventory filled up, and then I'm gonna have to place down everything. So I'm gonna place the rails first this time around. I'm not gonna do what I did with the sniffers. I'm going to place the rails first. I'm gonna build the whole system, and then I'm going to build a building on top of it to make it much easier. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan. And also, in case you noticed something strange here, I got those new fresh animations for all the mobs. So all the mobs are like a bit more alive now. See, they have like all kind of movements. The eyebrows are moving. It's also the animals that have the same movements. Let's see if I can find anything to show you around here. Got the golem. I think the ones that I really like are the horses. See, we have a sheep over here. Let's see, I don't really know how the sheep is moving. Yeah, kind of moving the head, it's kind of breathing slightly. But my favorite is probably the horse. Like if you see this, the way they kind of move, they move like their ears and then they kind of shake. See, there we go. So yeah, I really like these fresh animations. I finally managed to make them work. It took me a while to figure out what was wrong, but they do work. So I'm not really going to show on camera all the grinding. It's probably going to be a good few Minecraft days to gather all the glass that I have to, since I only have the 1 villager. So I'm going to grind off camera, going to get all the wood that I need, and then I'm going to bring you guys back once I have all the materials, and then I'm going to try to figure out which way I want this greenhouse to be. So I didn't manage to get all the materials because the glass is fairly slow because of just 1 villager, but I started to make this while the days go by and the villager unlocks. So like I said, I built the rail system first. It's pretty much the same we built before, and then this is the regular unloader. So I have some items in here. The second this goes over, that will turn off, everything will drain into the hopper. So now it's not going to go anywhere because I don't have anything underneath. I still have to make like some kind of storage system, but the second that goes empty, the minecart will start going, we'll circle all around, and it's basically going to collect all the wheat that we need collected. So let me just stop this so it doesn't just go for no reason. And then, yeah, the next piece is going to be to add all the grass that is gonna come over here. So I added these emeralds here just as a placeholder pretty much. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have jumped in there. I can just get out by sliding, or rather going into flight mode. So I added these stairs like this. I straight away put it in the wrong orientation. Gonna jump in here again. Yeah, this is my experience of playing Minecraft, failing like this. And that's why sometimes it takes me so long to get an episode done, just because of things like this. And put the stairs here. Gonna waterlog this. I need some more water. So yeah, those two are now waterlogged. I'm gonna get my hoe. I hope it's gonna be enough. So it's 4 in each way from the water source basically. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it pretty much ends here. So yeah, all our building will be on top of this farmland. So obviously it's gonna be at this edge over here. Then I'm gonna have some bee nests either on this side or the other one. And then the flowers on the opposite side, so the bees will constantly move around the whole greenhouse. And then I'm gonna get those 2 villagers. I'm gonna get their inventories full with seeds, so they won't be able to pick up any of the wheat, and they're only gonna be able to pick up the seeds to replant everything all the time. And then because they won't be able to get rid of their seeds, I will have the minecart down below collecting all the wheat and then store it over in the loader for us. So yeah, this is pretty much the idea of the farm. It's gonna take me a while to actually get it complete. I'm gonna have to, you know, slightly terraform all these things around here. I'm gonna have to figure out which way I want to do it. I kind of want to make it enclosed, so it looks like it's in not necessarily a forest, but I wanted to have some leaves over it, some trees around, just to kind of have the area a bit more full rather than just, you know, have the greenhouse and that's it. It would look very weird. So yeah, I'm gonna make this. Let's clear out a bit of more of this grass. Good thing that I straight away put it so I can tear it back down. And let's work on this greenhouse. All right, so I flattened the area a bit more. I kind of added the dirt that I dug out from here. I added onto this part just so we don't waste it. And I think I want to try to push myself a bit with this build, and I'm gonna try to build something with a bit more depth. So I'm trying to think how this is gonna turn out. So I'm gonna have the flowers are gonna be on this line over here, and then the beehives are going to be on this line over here. So I clearly need to go a bit more out than this line, and then I will probably have glass all around it, just to kind of make it much easier and nicer to see and actually, you know, be a greenhouse. So realistically, if I have the beehives here, glass here, then I should start kind of around here maybe. So then I would have the glass over here. This would be my kind of piece of depth. And then over here, I would have the glass. So this log would actually be somewhere over here then. Maybe use the axe. Yeah, and then I could do the same exact thing over here. So I will go 2 out. So it's gonna be somewhere here actually. Yes, because here I need 2 blocks. Here I only need 1 for the glass. Yeah, that seems about right. And then I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. So let's line up with that one. So this would be somewhere around here then. Right, so I think that's the idea of this. So I don't know how high. Do I want to go 3 high, or do I maybe want to go 4 high with these pillars? Gonna have to see what would be the best height. Also, you'll hear this zombie a lot. I think he's like right underneath here somewhere. So yeah, I think portal would be better, just so I can create a bit more detail around it. And I think I'm gonna make some kind of door here. So obviously this is going to be the center of it. I think just to have like a regular door, that would be way too small. So maybe I will do something like that to make it a 3 wide door. So we're gonna have like a regular door over here. And I'm gonna try to figure something out, you know, how to make the entrance decent so the bees won't actually escape. I actually dropped a log over here. And then I think over on the bottom, I'm gonna add maybe some kind of stairs. Do I have any stairs? So I'm thinking to do something around these lines. So let's see, let's get some more of this wood out. and then craft a couple more stairs. Yeah, I was thinking to do something like this. Obviously this is gonna be a bit messed up if I do it that way, so I'm gonna have to see what would be the best idea here. Maybe I just do it on the bottom and then I can figure out something else at the top. So I believe if I do this, that would be way too small of an entrance. So I will have to figure a way to kind of round this entrance, right? So what I'm thinking about is to maybe use some stairs and slabs. So let's do another few stairs, another few slabs over here. And then we would do something like this. So let's see. I think I'm gonna place that, then a stair like this. Get rid of that. I can add a slab over here just like that. And that's gonna round up the area slightly, if that makes sense. And then I can do another one like this. Yeah, that's not gonna place because that's a slab. Welcome to building with Yuki here. There we go. Then take this off, put the slab, and then put another slab over here. It's not bad, it's not bad. It definitely could be better. So maybe adding something like that over here. That could be a way to improve it. And then if I have a door over here, hopefully, yes I do. There's gonna be a door here where I'm gonna go through. And then the glass is actually going to be... Where's that glass? So the glass is actually going to cover this area, right? So I wouldn't necessarily have to worry about it too much. Like for the bees escaping, I mean. So it's going to be something like this. So if you look from here, there's like a small door. Maybe I'm gonna add some kind of bushes over here just to kind of block the view slightly. I think I'm going to do this kind of stair thing on the bottom. And then I'm gonna maybe use a few more trapdoors. I could technically add a slab like this. I don't like that though. So I'm gonna have to figure it out a bit more than I actually thought. But it's going to look decent. Maybe, oh, maybe if I place the glass first. So like that I can work like with the square. Maybe that's gonna give me a better understanding of exactly how this is going to look like. So yeah, I don't think I have even close to enough glass to pull this off. But at least it's gonna give me some kind of idea. So this is gonna go over here because those bee nests are gonna be on this line here. And I think the light gray glass looks really good. I can afford to misplace them slightly because I have silk touch, so it's no big deal. I already ran out of glass, so yeah, this is definitely gonna take a lot of grind with that villager to finish the whole ceiling and all that. But nothing that we can't do, right? And I think I actually messed this up, did I? Oh no, the glass is correct here, okay. Okay, so this is the shape that we're gonna be working with. And then maybe I'm gonna have to put a double door here to put another one over on this side. So if by any chance one of the bees is really close, then I'll be able to just like stop it basically. I think that's going to be the plan. So I feel like this would look actually really nice if I manage to get it done right. Maybe I have I definitely have mixed feelings of how this looks like, and I think I might require a few extra trapdoors in here. So maybe if I do it this way and then put a few over on that side. I think I ran out of wood, that's why I couldn't craft any more. Oh my god. How did that happen like that so fast? Like it didn't even get dark or anything. Okay, it's a good thing that I have the lightning rod there. You saw the lightning strikes straight away. I don't think I ever encountered such a sudden lightning strike. Or rather, such a sudden thunderstorm. So I think I'm gonna take these leaves out first, because I don't really feel the aesthetic yet. I'm gonna drop them back in here. This looks fairly okay. Maybe if I add the trapdoor and a trapdoor. Oh, I like that. I definitely like that. Okay, I guess we found the aesthetic that I was looking for. Kind of like the way this looks. And am I able... So this is a top slab, actually. So I think I'll be able to put another trapdoor over there. Oh yeah, there we go. And yeah, it's not gonna work over here. I think I really like this. I really like how it looks like. I don't know how I feel about the door, to be honest, being like this. So I think I'm gonna take this out, and instead of glass I'm gonna have some wood here instead. So that's gonna be the main entrance into the greenhouse, right? So I think that the villagers might try to actually open that if I leave it this way. So I'm gonna have to see what's the best way to do it. Yeah, I think with the stairs like this, the trapdoor, even if this kind of sticks out a bit, because this is kind of sticking out a bit more, it actually looks really good. And I believe one thing that I could add over on this side to add even more depth, I think I've seen this in like one of like Grian's videos or whatever it was, where he said to use signs to create more depth basically, right? So if I would do signs over here, right, if I would do it all around it, that would kind of add a bit more to it, right? The one thing is though, do I want to use this or do I want to strip it? I feel like stripping it, I lose way too much texture. So yeah, that's not going to be the way to do things for sure. I think having the actual spruce logs in there looks much better, and it gives a bit more contrast. And I think I'm gonna have to figure out a way to use maybe some kind of stone inside the build, or just keep it maybe wood. I think wood would look nicer. I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna try to do some building. I'm pretty much going to repeat this kind of pattern all around the greenhouse, I believe. Maybe because this area is slightly bigger, I'm gonna try to figure something else, maybe use some fence posts maybe, or something like that. I'm gonna have to see what would work. And then I'm gonna bring you back once I have something to actually show, because I've been rambling for a really long time now and you guys probably are bored at this point. So yeah, let me work on this and I'll be right back. And build complete. So this is pretty much what I came up with. I really like how it looks like. I have noticed a small issue though with the bees. As you can see here, they all kind of pile up to these flowers over here. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to remove all the flowers that I put outside of here. And I think I'm just going to replace them with like carrots and crops, just so they won't keep following them. Because it looks like they keep getting stuck into the glass. See, the same with this one. The second I break it, they kind of run away. So I didn't know about this issue, but good thing that I know now. I will have to see if they're gonna follow this as well. I'm gonna keep an eye on it and figure it out along the way. But in the meantime, let me just walk you through what I actually built over here. So the front didn't really change much. I just added these kind of 2 trees over here. Then I added a flower bed just at the start. I think they're actually gathering over here as well. Maybe not. Maybe they're actually chasing those flowers in there. So I'll keep an eye on that. If they do, then I'll just replace them with normal leaves. And onto the sides over here. Obviously, I added these leaves around. I added some leaves on the top just to kind of make it a bit nicer. I think it looked pretty bland just with the glass. Then I added these fence posts here with the stairs on top and the bottom. I think it kind of encloses it really nicely and it kind of gives a bit more structure. Then over here, I just added a small crop field just off the building. And then over here, I added some hay bales. So in the back, there's not too much happening. We know we don't really build backs over here. Minecrafters don't do anything. So as you can see, those actually get stuck as well on a different flower. So my guess is that it's this one, and then probably this one as well, and probably that one too. So it seems like it's only if it's like really near the building. If it's over here, they seem to be okay with that. At least I noticed that and I didn't just let it run. And then I made a hidden entrance over here. It's like nothing too special until I managed to build the whole storage system. But yeah, it's like pretty much producing. We got over 1.5 stacks of wheat. There's a lot of seeds, so I think I'm gonna have to filter those out. But that's not really that big of a deal. So I'm probably gonna make like a small item sorter just to get rid of those seeds. Or maybe just expand the storage and filter it manually. I'll see how productive the farm is. I try not to AFK too much, so this is literally just by building it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. I feel like I'm really happy how it turned out. I probably will have to expand a bit more greenery over here. And probably have to cover all this. Like there's a hole, I just made this like that just so I can, you know, expand the greenery. It looks really bad like this, so don't look over here. I will cover it up, maybe, you know, cover the whole thing, or maybe just put torches. I'll have to see exactly what I want to do. And then probably expand this path going over to the village. So I'm probably going to just expand it here. And then maybe put like a small gate over on this side just to kind of have an entrance so you don't have to jump over. You know, to keep the story alive that, you know, the villagers will take their wheelbarrows and all that. They will get out, go over to the greenhouse, gather all the materials that they need, and have it all brought up back to the storage over there. That's kind of the idea of how I wanted it to be done. And then on the inside, I have 2 doors over here just so the bees don't escape in case they do get too close to the door. Let's throw these on the floor because I picked them up by mistake. I added 5 bee nests over here. I think that's enough. If it's not gonna be enough, maybe I'm gonna add like a whole row of them. And then I added these trap doors over here so the villagers can't actually jump on them. It looks like this got trampled. So I'm not sure if they actually tried to jump on and they keep jumping and then they trample the crops. So I'll have to keep an eye on that one to see exactly what's going on. But other than that, you can see that they're actually working and they seem too attracted to that flower again. So yeah, I'm going to remove all the flowers from over here. I wonder if they actually pathfind to this as well. It doesn't seem like they're gathering in that corner anymore, so maybe we're okay with that. So I can just replace them with like some crops. So if I put some wheat over here, it would look pretty nice. And then add some carrots for that extra color. And I feel like it turned out pretty good. It was like a freehand build. I try not to look anything online. I like how these turned out. I was thinking to maybe add a few levers over here so it kind of is kept from the ceiling over here. And yeah, the bees keep working around. Let's see if we have any of them that are like pollinating. I was afraid of this with the trapdoors, not gonna lie, that they're gonna be stuck on them and start spinning. So maybe this is just like a temporary thing. They're gonna step away. But yeah, they are definitely working. It looks like I picked up even more. And it doesn't look like any of them are actually pollinating right now. I guess they're gonna have to stay on top of the flowers for a bit longer. Yeah, that one actually came down. So it looks like it's just random when they kind of get stuck. And I think they just kind of like wander around and see what's happening. But they should be done fairly quick with pollinating these, I would hope. Unless they're actually targeting those, which might be the case looking at things. So let's remove those two. Unfortunately, I'm just going to replace them with normal leaves. So I think they're actually pollinating now. I hope they don't chase that now. Do we have any of them that are actually pollinating? Oh, there we go. Yeah, see the small particles. So it's definitely working. It's definitely working. And you can see that there's a lot of pollination happening. So I think I'm going to have to breed them a bit more. I don't think there's enough of them. So probably once I finished breeding a bit more, then there's all the time going to be some of them going back and forth. Because at the moment they don't actually keep the whole thing full. So sometimes all of them are actually inside the beehives. So yeah, see, now I actually have to wait for some of them to come out before all of them get out from there. So yeah, once I get a few more in here, that should speed up the process. But it's still working pretty well right now. Oh, and I think it's because nighttime is coming shortly, so they're just kind of trying to get inside. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you have like any suggestions of what else I could add around this. If I could do maybe some different type of tree just so they don't get stuck tracking these flowers outside of here. That would be probably pretty amazing. So let's get rid of these just to kind of see if they get stuck over here. I can definitely put a regular azalea because I don't think they follow those. So that would be pretty good. Oh, there's a lot of pollination happening now. I don't know if you managed to see that. But there were like 3 of them over here that were pollinating non-stop. So yeah, there's a good few. There's a good few and it's definitely going to come in handy. So if you didn't know, I built this so I can make a mud farm further down the line. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to actually get the dirt in a renewable way to see what's the best way to get that. Then I'm going to have unlimited mud and I can actually start doing nicer paths rather than just using the path blocks, which, let's admit, it's not the best way to make a path anymore. And the stony path, I feel like outside it doesn't look as nice as on the inside. So this path over here, I kind of prefer if it would be a bit like more mud, you know, it's like kind of run over, it's like raining on it and the mud kind of gathers on it. So that's kind of the idea behind it. So yeah, I think this is going to be it for this episode. I really wanted to build this. I'm definitely going to work a bit more like off camera just to kind of finish up the area around it to make it a bit more nicer, extend this path over like I said, and do a few finishing touches, maybe add a few lanterns on the sides just to kind of keep the area more lit up. As always, thank you for tuning in. Your support means a lot. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and share your thoughts below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Until next time, happy crafting!